Hello again, whiskey friends. Welcome back here to the Whiskey Riff Lounge. My name is Kelsey. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to help us grow the channel for the next year. And we appreciate all the support. Today, we're going to be doing JT Meleck. Now, I've been talking about this brand for probably almost 2 years now. Rice whiskey. It's really, really interesting. This is going to be their legacy edition. So this is their 7-year. So if I get the focus, 7-year blend that they did. So as you can see, my gosh, the thing is dark. So we're going to jump into this one today, and let's kick off that show. Stick around. You're going to want to hear about this one. All right, welcome back. Sorry for the slow change there. We are going to be talking about JT Meleck. Now, many of you guys have heard me talk about this brand, like I said, for almost 2 years. All rice whiskey out of Louisiana. This particular one is a 7-year. It's the oldest stock that they've had to release. I've had a few of their single barrels. I've tasted their regular 94 proof. They just came out with a cask strength that I did a video on a little while ago. And now they're releasing this one. So let's look at this thing. The glass on this is awesome. Look how oily and dark that is. Man, it's just crazy. So let's get into the nose, whiskey friends. Cheers. Oh, my God. This is rich and dense and so much flavor off of the nose. It's like you were smelling a syrup. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. So you get a lot of the barrel char notes. Obviously, it's dark. 7-year. I do think that these were smaller barrels than the 53 or gallon barrels that they normally age in. So that's probably why it's a little bit darker than normal. Like I said, it's oily and dark as you just see it coast the glass. Let's get into the nose and check this thing out. Again, syrupy, maple, oak. Little hint of cherry on the nose as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. What we do here is we do a rating scale, and this one is scored at an 84 out of 100. So really, really good score for a 7-year-old whiskey. I believe this one was around $85 for the 7-year whiskey. So pretty much in line with where it should be. Shout out to Copper Wolf Ryan for picking this bottle up for me and hand delivering it for me. My God, I could just smell this one for a while. It's so good, you guys. Man, lots and lots of oak. It's real rich and dense up front. It's got a lot of spice in the middle palate. Even though it's a rice whiskey, it still gets a little bit of that spice to it in the mid palate, and then it's just like chewing. The finish is so long on this thing. It just keeps going and going and going. The best comparison that I can give you is if you've ever tasted the 13 Colony Double Oak. It's a little similar to that. It's really, really oily, really strong, rich mouthfeel. Just superb. I love this. We're going to have the Master Taster on here on the channel with Hello Again Whiskey Friends here in a few weeks. And this is one of the ones that we're going to be talking through with her about. So if you guys make sure to check that out. Curious if you guys have had JT Meleck in your area. Put the comments down below and let me know which ones you've tasted, if they're available in your area, if they're not. If you have seen them, what you're seeing price points for. I've seen everything from $38 for their 94 proof all the way up to like $60 for the single barrels and right around 50 something for their cask strength small batch as well. So this is another one. I think this is their 4th release as far as, 94 proof, cask strength, single barrel, and then this one. Again, the nose is just delicious. I love this much oak on it. I know some of you may not be a huge fan of oak, but this one for me is just right down my alley. Second sip is as consistent. Let me rephrase that. A little bit more cherry second sip. The oak kind of calms down. Your palate gets a little bit acclimated to it. But overall, man, this thing is a hitter for what it is. I mean, kudos to them. I don't know anybody else doing this type of a whiskey on a mash bill and doing it this well, and competing with bourbons. If I tasted this blend, there's no way in the world you convince me this is rice whiskey. If you guys are hesitant about trying it, I would start with their 94 proofer. It's really good. If you're more of a cask strength person, go find their cask strength. Let it open up a little bit. That's the only thing I will say about this particular brand. It comes out a little tight out of the bottle. Give it some air time. Let it sit for 15 minutes or so before you drink it. I really think you'll be impressed with it. So thank you guys for sticking around. Again, this scored 83 on the, 84 on our scoring. So really high rank for that. Make sure you guys check this out. I know I'm kind of drinking and enjoying this, not really giving much notes. I just realized that, but super, super rich, cherry, oak. Finish on this thing is killer. If you're a finish guy, this is your jam. Really super long, great finish. So guys, we will have these on, the Master Taster on in a few weeks. So make sure you guys check that out every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time. Thanks so much for everybody who supports us. We will be releasing our picks, coming out in the next few weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you haven't joined our Patreon, make sure to do so. And there'll be a link to that in the description. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you here next time.
Jeff, just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be